guys. Okay, it's Tolu Amadi here. Here to share some nuggets, and I am so excited. What to do in this tech crazy world, how to find the balance in this tech crazy world. So, again, Tolu Amadi, your business coach, here to share some nuggets with you. I'm going to let the music play, let you guys trickle in while I wait for people to come in. Hi guys, welcome to another session of um, Live with Tolu, and today we are diving into some weekend wisdom, and I'm looking forward to share everything that I have. But right now, let's just look to connecting and look to just getting people all in so that we can get started. So just 3 minutes. Um, in the comment section, you can just let me know what you want me to share today, or what you're expecting to be shared today, right? I had sent an email earlier about a story of how I had taught a class 2 years ago, a workshop 2 years ago, but it didn't seem like anything came out of it. It was just a workshop, and I had shared you know, vast resources because of course it was a paid workshop. I had shared resources for people to get started on branding, LinkedIn optimization, automation, some steps that you need to take. And it just didn't seem like it worked. And of course, fast forward to sometime during the week and last week, I got an influx of people just saying how valuable the resource was and could I maybe share the content again. And, so I think just as an inspiration to everyone, I wanted to just share this here again and to say that if you're doing something, there are 3 things you need to do. And number one is always stay consistent. Just because you're posting now doesn't mean that you would not see value for it later. And number two, being proactive. So being proactive in what you do. So whatever you do now is not going to see the now value, but in the future, there will be that. So that's what I wanted to bring out from there. And number three, of course, never stop putting out value. It's very important. Patience is a virtue. So make sure that you're patient with yourself, patient with the process, and you get things done the way you need to get it done. Let's not forget that there is Solomon in the Bible who had to get out 3,000 contents, and he was able to, achieve so much more even after that because he made lots of relationships, lots of partnerships, and there was peace in the land. So this is one thing that you can do to make sure that you, on your own, you're also doing things that would, like, you're being futuristic. In the way you think, your thought process, how you do things, how you innovate. So it's not just about now, but it's about, okay, so what is the legacy I'm going to leave behind? How do I manage the little that I have? So that's what I want to encourage you about. I want to make sure that at the end of the day, even if you are starting a business, you're trying to grow a business, or you are in the process of scaling, then you know how to scale easily. And not just easily, but you know that it's not for now, but it's for later. So most things that you put out there is not for now, but it's for later. There are, yes, cash cows, and those are like immediate returns that you want to do. But the content that you put out there, it would be evergreen, stay, it lasts longer than what you think. So that's a little nugget that I want to share. So while people are still coming in, welcome. Um, it's weekend wisdom today, and it's a pleasure to have you all here. And today we're going to be diving deep into how we can leverage technology, not just to elevate our success, but also to enrich our lives on a personal level. So we're going to cover everything from the power of staying informed with industry specific newsletters to optimizing your productivity and even enhancing our well-being. So stay tuned. Um, so let's start with by talking about the power of industry specific newsletters. Um, so it's really just about keeping ourselves informed. Subscribing to industry specific newsletters is like having your finger on the pulse of innovation. It's not just about staying updated, it's also about foreseeing opportunities and preparing for future trends. So I encourage you to seek out newsletters that resonate with your interests and professional needs. They're invaluable resources for growth. And then the next thing again is optimizing productivity with AI and then also doing some outsourcing. So let's talk about both of them. So you know how fast things go now. So you can't think that you are going to try to, write something down. I'll put it away for now and then I'll come back to it. No, you write, you have the idea, you write it down, put it in AI and get it all sorted out, get it all cleared out, and then put it out there. So that's how AI works. It works faster than what we would normally do um, earlier on, right? So you write, put it in AI. I'm not saying you should go to AI and try to write everything that you want to, but being more strategic as to how you use it. So use it, it's you, you're still going to be you. So use it to get your word out, right? But also make sure that you're getting it out in a very strategic way, clarified. Um, and then let's talk about just some productivity tools that could be useful for you. So aside from ChatGPT, of course, we one thing that I do also is in meetings. I don't just go to meetings just, taking notes. I do take notes because I want to be able to quickly pinpoint where I should go when I'm looking back into my transcripts, right? But one thing that I found that's super useful for me is something called AI, and that has been so useful that it takes the meeting notes, sections it out for me in different subsections and topics, and it's so easy. And sometimes it even sends out the meeting notes to my clients if I had preset it like that to do. So that helps me a lot, especially when it comes to the fact that you're trying to, eliminate some tasks in your business. In the prior to this, I would probably get someone to take the minutes. And half the time, it's a skill. It's a skill. Minutes taking is a skill, to be truthful. I would like to use. So if you don't know, or if you've never been in a administrative or like a board position where you have to take minutes, then you probably don't know how to take minutes. So it's a skill. It's something where you have to learn transcription and how to put it down on paper and make sure that everybody understands. So it's a big skill, and it's a skill based on industry, where you are in the industry. But then if you have AI that can do that for you, that's one job down in your company that you don't need to hire for. And if you're just starting off, then that's one easy thing where you just go back to your notes and then you're able to, um, you know, prepare a proposal that actually works for your clients, right? So that's I just when I just mentioned MidGeek, I didn't just mention MidGeek as just an AI tool, something that takes notes for you. I also mentioned it as an automative tool that could send out, these transcripts to your clients so that at the end of the day, you're not sending out to them and saying, here's your meeting note. They already receive it and it's so clearly laid out. So this is one thing you need to know. So with AI works automation, um, and that can help you to handle a plethora of tasks, from scheduling to customer service. So if you think of something that you want to do, think about it in a way that, okay, can I do it without me having to always be there? So one thing that probably needs to happen is you just sending out a link, or you just having your link posted on Linktree, and the scheduling software will just pick it up. Um, you know, it's getting so advanced in a way that even when you book an appointment in your calendar, you can take those calendar appointments and then send out invoice systems to maybe your clients on your invoicing system. So that's how vast automation is. That's how big it is now, whereby you actually want to free yourself of those mundane tasks that you would normally do. So And I talked about all these things. I talked about AI, I talked about automation, but then again, when automation is not working out, then what do? You have to outsource, you have to delegate. And that's something that I got good at doing when I started business, because I knew that, you know, when you start, it seems like you're doing everything. You have 17 hats. I can mention all of them to you, from learning. Number one is learning. You always have to learn in business. Number two is, finding clients. Number three, marketing. Finding clients and marketing, they're completely different things, by the way. Number three, putting out content. And number four, putting out content. Number five, just making sure that your operations is done right. Number six, actually doing the client's work. You know, um, number seven, making sure that you're maintaining relationships. Number eight, you probably have your personal life to deal with. Number nine, you have maybe invoicing to deal with. Even at the end of the day, you have to send out invoice to clients. And then number 10, it could be that you also need to maintain that standard of work, meaning that the content you put out there for clients is, aside from doing the work, needs to be structured, needs to be according to your brand. So you can't put anything out there just for the clients that you work with. So aside from doing the work, you need to structure the content so that they understand. So those are 10 different things that I've just mentioned that you do in your business. I'm sure you know 10 other things that you do. So, and that's how many hats that people wear in their business. So just knowing that, that you have to be very, very good at delegating. Then there's also the fact that, aside from delegating, and before you delegate, you can also create standard operating procedures. I used to teach about this in my business clinic like 3 years back, where I will talk about SOPs, and the different types of SOPs and the different things in your operations that you need to create SOPs about. Um, so SOPs are standard operating procedures, as I've talked about, and they are pretty much the backbone of consistency and efficiency. So you can pretty much have an SOP. You don't have anything automated. You don't have AI, but when you have to delegate, you send out those SOPs, and that's the guiding format to everything that's being done in your business, or how you want things done. So whether it's your personal routine or your business operations, having sets of well-defined SOPs can transform chaos into order. And speaking of order, let's not forget the power of a well-organized calendar. So prioritizing and organizing your calendar is not just about remembering meetings. It's about carving out time for what truly matters. So by aligning your tasks with your goals, you can ensure that every minute of your day is pushing you closer to success. So that's one way. And then let's talk about enhancing your well being and taking periodic rests. So, this is something that, even for me, I've had to learn in a hard way. But I do it, I still do it. There was a time that I didn't do it. And when I started doing, my kids started to notice, and they would just say, Mom, you don't work weekends anymore. And you know that that was just that balance. It was the balance, and they noticed. So balancing technology with your well-being is crucial. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, but remember, taking periodic rests is not a sign of weakness. It's a strategy for long-term success. So incorporating breaks, digital detoxes, and physical activity into your routine can vastly improve your mental and physical health. So another thing again is just, staying ahead of technology And in the fast paced world of technology, staying ahead means being a lifelong learner, embrace new tools. So don't just look at it like technology, I don't understand. Look at it as you have the systems from when you were young, you have the processes from when you've got, like, you know it, so you need to look at it with a better, clear eye, and just look at it and say, okay, let me just explore. And most times when technology is being made because of accessibility reasons, all you need to do is just go around the page. You don't even need to click on anything. You just need to highlight. And then you understand, highlight, you understand, highlight, and understand what each each clickable item is. And then So get more curious about technology. What can it do for me? Because if you're not, a lot of people right now in the corporate world are losing their jobs because they've not embraced technology. So this is one thing that I will put out there to you now. Even if you're in career, even if you're in business, you need to embrace technology so that you're following the trends, you're following the times, and you're always keeping yourself in that giving yourself that competitive edge. And that's what you really want. So embrace technology, embrace new tools, and not just as a means to an end, but as a way to open new doors of possibilities. Because you never know what will come out of it. Even in your business, you might be doing the simplest things as recycling. But trust me, I've gone to the recycling depot, and what they had there 2 years ago it's not what they have there now. So things are growing. Right now, they have an automated system that works to actually get bottles out very quickly. In the past, it would be one person just actually counting out those bottles. So you knowing how to use that technology is an asset. Okay? So get yourself, um, technology friendly. I don't know if that's the right word, but just get yourself in a good frame of mind when it comes to technology, and make sure you know how to use the tool. You have the technology know-how, and no one you don't even need to say, oh, I only know. I used to work with some virtual assistants, and they would tell me, oh, I only know how to use Microsoft Word, I don't know how to use Google Docs. And I'm saying, if you know how to use Google Docs, and they just refuse, flat out refuse. So please don't block your mind, open your mind out to all the possibilities. And that's amazing. And remember how I told you about Solomon had 3,000 content mates. So the last wisdom that I have to give to you is just keep putting out content. Doesn't matter what it is, just put it out. Put it out there. If you have something to say, don't block it. Just go for it and don't think twice. I'm a big thinker. I'm a perfectionist, but I still end up putting out things anyway. But for you, don't even think twice. Don't think about it 2 times. Don't think about who's gonna say what. Just put it out and you'll be surprised what happens. So that's my last nugget. I'm just going to wrap up, and I want to encourage you to apply what we've discussed. Stay curious, embrace technology, prioritize your well being, and never underestimate the power of a well organized calendar and the strategic use of AI and delegating, outsourcing. It's amazing. So remember again, the goal is not just to succeed, but to thrive. You want to grow, you want to thrive, you want to do well, you want to feel like you're coming to work and it's not jumbled up here. So both personally and professionally, let's stay connected, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve. And thank you for joining this live and my journey to elevate success.